Right, hi folks. So yeah, been out and about today. Didn't go to the SHP today. I guess I could have done. I'm not sure what I would have been doing, if anything, necessarily. There might have been something I could have been doing. But I kind of needed a bit of me time just for today. Tomorrow I'm back at delivering the cuff training. So I'll be doing that all day. So going to have to get up early again, and so on and so on. Because I missed one of my days, my training days. I couldn't believe it. I somehow convinced myself that it wasn't due either until the following day or the following week. For somehow I got myself mixed up, and so I ended up staying up really late. Well, when I say late, I mean like 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever the heck it was. And then it wasn't until the morning that I realised, because then I woke up something like about 10 in the about 10, half past 10 in the morning, something like that. Can't quite remember. And then realised that I should have been delivering the training, and I'm supposed to be there. It starts at 9:30. Do you know what I mean? And anyway, try and cut a very long story short. That was 150 quid worth of days worth of work down the drain, essentially, that I can ill afford. So that's my own fault. Do you know what I mean? That's my own fault. So it's there's no one to blame there. It's not it's just my own silly fault. For some reason, like I say, I just got myself confused. That I was convinced it was the day after or whatever. You know what I mean? Not that following morning that I was due to go in. So I really kicked myself about that, because like I say, I can ill afford 150 quid losing it. So anyway, it's definitely on tomorrow, so I'll definitely be, well, I'll try and get to bed early. But either way, even if I don't get to bed early, I'll be up and I'll be there tomorrow, because I can't afford not to be. And plus the fact I like what I do, actually. Do you know what I mean? I enjoy it. I really do. I love doing what I do. I love training those people. Do you know what I mean? It's rewarding and fulfilling. It's not just about the money. Yes, obviously that's very useful, obviously. But the thing is that I actually do really enjoy what I do. So anyway, so like I say, I'll be working again tomorrow, and then Thursday. I must admit, I'm a little bit unsure about Thursday. I guess I could go into SHP tomorrow. Thursday, and just see what's happening, I guess. And in fact, I'm thinking about it. I've got a couple of receipts that I probably need to give to Martin anyway, so chances are I probably will go on Thursday. And sometimes it can turn into an all-day thing. Sometimes I'm going to be there for a couple of hours. I don't know. It just, I never know what's kind of going to happen when I get there. Sometimes they might ask me to do something, or to see someone, or to talk to someone, meet someone, have a chat with someone, or whatever, blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm not, it's totally depends on when I get there and what's happening. So I might find that I get there, there's not really much happening or whatever, and so I'm there just for a couple of hours, say, perhaps, and then I'll toddle off and maybe do another video or something. You know what I mean? Whatever. Like I say, so obviously I'm working tomorrow. So today, like I said, because I've been at SHP yesterday for a couple of hours at least, and then went off to the Dram Cafe as part of this research thing we're doing for this project that we're trying to set up. I won't go into a load of details about it and anyway, but so the thing is, like I say, so I was quite busy yesterday doing whatever I'm doing and and today I just wanted to have a bit of me time. I wanted to do some of my video, so I went back to the Tower of London, because like I say, obviously we're having that pass that I've got now, that I bought myself, gains me access to all the 6 palaces, apart from Buckingham Palace, of course. It's a bit sad, isn't it? It'd be handy if I could, like I say, I could go in, just show my pass to the I don't know if it's the house guards or whatever guards they are, Coldstream guards, house guards, whatever. Maybe somebody can do some Columbo-like research and find out whether they're Coldstream guards or house guards, Queen's guards. I'm not sure what they are. But whoever it is that guard the Buckingham Palace, the soldiers with the red tunics and the and the Busby as they call it, you know, the bearskin hat. Yeah, I'll just go up to one of those guys and say, look, I've got my pass, mate, so I'm just going to pop in and have a cup of tea with Liz. No, sorry, I know I've told that joke before in one of my other videos. Anyway, so yeah, so like I say, you can go to all 6 palaces, and one of those palaces, funny enough, is actually in Ireland. I'm not sure if it's Northern Ireland or Ireland itself. I'm not sure, actually, to be quite honest. Anyway, like I say, so you know, maybe one day at some point, somewhere down the line, maybe I'll get to go there. So, like I say, went to Tower of London, did a couple of videos, got a couple of, there's a little funny video in there, which, well, I'm going to put it together with a couple of other things, and hopefully you guys will get a bit of a laugh out of it, because it was like a bit of an error on my part. Also, like I say, by the way, now I did start recording this a couple of minutes ago, and my camera decided to play silly buggers with me, and stopped working. It's fine again now, but so in that original, when I first started videoing this, I was telling you guys that I'm also videoing on my webcam. So I'm actually doing my webcam right now, filming myself doing a video. And I don't know, I've just got a little, it's an experiment. I'm trying to see if I can put a couple of things and a couple of angles together. I don't know, I'm just experimenting. Now, the other thing is that I'm going to mention this because I'm thinking, do I use, because what happened when the camera stopped working, because, see, when you see me on my videos, I'm usually quite positive, calm, generally speaking, and I suppose part of that is because, one, I don't really want to give out a negative, because who wants to watch a really negative sort of moany old whatever, moaning at the camera, sort of going on and ranting and raving or whatever. So I want to try and keep them positive, and that generally helps me as well, do you know what I mean? Because I want to stay positive overall. But, you know, the thing with me is that my emotions are very close to the surface generally, and I get frustrated and irate very quickly, and so I've got a very short fuse basically, and particularly when I'm on my own, if I'm with other people, when I'm with other human beings, I'm much more mindful of it, and I'm much more controlled of it, and mindful and so forth, do you know what I mean? So, you know, because you can't be going, you know, ranting and raving with other people, because it doesn't help anything, and it doesn't get you anywhere, and it's not the best way to be conducting yourself. But when I'm on my own in my house, you know, in my flat, this is my little space, this is my little domain, if you like, whatever, and so I guess I'm more, I'm less guarded, I guess. I'm less mindful of not throwing a fuse or whatever you want to call it, or losing my temper. And I got rather irate and frustrated that the camera decided it wasn't going to be working again. And there was a little bit of expletives and a little bit of like effing and blinding and me getting really annoyed, and so forth. And I dread to think what it looks like, because I forgot I was actually, at that moment, I completely forgot I was recording myself. So it's actually on there. And the thing is that I'm thinking, and it wasn't until I'd calmed down and I got the camera working again and so forth and what have you, that I kind of looked over and suddenly realised I was filming myself on the webcam, and I'm thinking, oh great, because now I'm kind of like, I'm thinking, oh god, I really don't want to show that, because what are people going to think of me? Do you know what I mean? People are going to think, oh my god, what a loony! Do you know what I mean? Oh dear. But another part of me, because that's the thing with me, is that I like being upfront and being honest, and you know, in some ways, again, in some ways, this is kind of like, it could be a therapeutic approach for me in a sense, because putting it out in a public arena so that my subscribers, I've got some people that do seem to watch me on a fairly regular basis. I'm not saying that they're avid, what's our fans or anything like that necessarily. I'm not saying they're whatever sort of thing, but I am aware, from comments and what have you, that I have got some fairly regular viewers sort of thing, and I hope to think that they see me in a good light and think that I'm a nice person or whatever sort of thing. Nobody really wants to be seen or thought of as a not a very nice person or horrible or whatever sort of thing. And I think overall, if you spoke to most people that actually know me, they would generally say, yeah, Paul's a all right dude, whatever, blah blah blah. But if you see that, you kind of think, wow, do you know what I mean, kind of thing. I don't know, maybe I'm being oversensitive, maybe I'm being too sensitive, maybe I'm being it's just me being me, I guess. And sometimes I lose my temper over things. I get frustrated very quickly and very easily, and it's anyway. The thing is that, like, I've sidetracked myself slightly. I was saying that maybe putting it on with this video, making this video, maybe showing. You see, that's why I don't mind showing the mistakes I make and all the rest of it, because I think in some ways it's kind of therapeutic in the sense that, right, here's me, warts and all. Here's what I am, who I am. Not perfect. Try to do the right things. Try to be the best I can be. I'd say I'm not perfect. I've got lots of issues and lots of faults. You know what I mean? That I work on a daily basis. You know what I mean? I try to strive to be a better human being and try to do the right things. But I don't always get it right. Do you know what I mean? And there are times when I F up. Do you know what I mean? I'm not perfect, but I do make an effort. I try to be a better person. As I say, I don't always get it right. And like I say, I guess I'm very sensitive about how I'm perceived sometimes, and that's kind of in some ways a bit in contrast to the fact that I do videos and put it out in a public arena for anybody to watch. You know what I mean? There's people around the world watch these. You know what I mean? And and then there'll be more than likely there might be people watching my videos that are not actually subscribed. You know what I mean? So God knows how many people actually do watch my videos. I have no idea on who they are, and where they are, and all the rest of it. So the thing is that it is a public forum in that sense. Now, okay, it's not like I'm not got like a massive platform where thousands and thousands of people watch me or whatever this and but all the same, the thing is that whatever people do see me out there and watch my videos, I hope that they like them. I hope that they like me. I hope that they like me and want to watch my videos, because hopefully I come across as a relatively nice sort of bloke. You know what I mean? And this is all probably sounding really, and I had no intention of talking about any of this. This is literally just coming straight out as it's coming out now. And like I said before in a few of my videos, I quite believe in being upfront and straight with people, and just being honest. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, the thing is, I'm not perfect. I do my best. I'm not. I wouldn't say I was a nasty, horrible person, because I'm not. But it's just that, from the context of watching, if I put that up and you see it, I must admit you might think, oh my God, kind of thing. But I don't know, maybe people take it out of context. But I'm trying to give you the context, I guess, in this video. I'm trying to put context to it, so maybe that it does, it lessens the blow, perhaps. I don't know. But anyway, I've told you all about it now, so I guess in some ways I'm kind of obligated to now include that part of the video in there. Still kind of don't want to, though. But I must admit, again, you know, as I say, in some ways it's kind of therapeutic in a way, because hopefully, you know, knowing that people might be out there watching it, judging it, fair enough, you know, like people might judge it, whatever, you know, they're perfectly entitled to do that, I guess. And human beings do judge things at the end of the day, and people and each other and so forth. So, you know, knowing that, in the back of my mind at least, hopefully will make me think to myself, you know what, maybe you need to sort of work on not getting so angry at times over the slightest inconsequential thing. Do you know what I mean? That's what I need to work on more. And like I say, when I'm with other people, you know, you see, now that I think about it, that's the thing. I'm far more tolerant of other people. I am. I tolerate people a hell of a lot more than I tolerate myself. Do you know what I mean? I really do. I'll let people get away with a hell of a lot more compared to what I let myself get away with, sort of thing. You know, in that sense, I'm much harder on me than I am on other people. So when I'm out and about, or when I'm doing things, or when I'm working with other people, or whatever, you know, I'm much more mindful and much more tolerant of their issues and what's going on for them and so forth and what have you, than I am, like say, of my own stuff. You know what I mean? So when I'm with other people, like, you know, I'm not, you know, losing my temper with other people or anything like that. In fact, I very rarely do. You know, I more get angry with me and the things that don't go right for me, in that sense, like the camera not working and stuff like that. I mean, in fact, I might have even mentioned this in another video. There's a big dent in my bedroom wall. I have shown it a couple of times. I'm not going to take the camera in there now. I'll maybe show you another time. But there's a big dent in my bedroom wall on the other side of this wall here. Where, because I've had, like, I think this is my third computer altogether in the 6 years. This is my 7th year in this flat. In the 6 years I've lived in this flat, I've had, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember exactly, but I think I've had 3 different computers. One just completely crashed and went all completely whatever, and got loads of viruses on it and just completely and died or whatever, and this, that and the other. Then I got a second-hand one that I bought off some guy, blah blah blah. He seemed to know what he was doing. He gave me his number and everything. If it went wrong, I could always go back to him. Anyway, again, don't want to go into a big long monologue about that. But so that was the second-hand computer, which was okay for a while, and that worked for a little while. But eventually, that decided to start playing up and all the rest of it. And then instead of phoning this guy, because this was, I don't know, almost 18 months after, so it gave me at least 18 months, maybe a little bit longer, I can't quite remember. But it gave me a good while before it did start going pear-shaped. And I lost my temper with it. And I literally kicked it to death. And that's why there's a big dent in the bedroom wall. Because it was on the desk that I have this on now. The desk was in there at that time. And I had all my stuff in my bedroom. And like I say, it was the computer itself. It was one of those tower things, and it was at the side of the table on a chair or something. I can't quite remember now how I had it. But anyway, so and I just literally kicked the thing, kicked it to death. Essentially, just kicked it to pieces. You know, because I lost my temper with it. And obviously, that's not a good thing to do, because the thing is, it cost me, well, I mean, it was second hand, but it still cost me a bit of money. I can't remember exactly how much, maybe about 200 quid I think, but I can't quite remember. Might have been a bit less than that, maybe 180, something like that, around about that sort of price. And, you know, the thing is that, you know, I just kicked this thing to pieces, literally, you know, because I just literally lost my temper with it. And like I say, there's a big dent in the plasterboard now, hole if you like. It's not a hole all the way through the wall, but, you know, it's a fairly deep hole in the wall, essentially, where, you know, because it was leaning against the wall, obviously, and I'm kicking the heck out of it, and, you know, it's smashed into the wall as I'm kicking it, sort of thing, and, you know, and then literally it fell to pieces because I was, you know, just destroyed it, you know, because I was so angry, frustrated and angry with the damn thing. And so, you know, from a practical point of view, you know, I mean, you know, I wouldn't do that outside, like I say, I wouldn't do that in a public place or whatever, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't dream of doing that. But like I say, once I'm in my house, and you know there's no one else here. And again, if I had company in the house, I wouldn't act like that. Do you know what I mean? Around other people, I'm not like that. But when I'm on my own, do you know what I mean? I just lose my temper. Do you know what I mean? And that's not good. It's not good. It's not good for me. It's not good for the things I own. Do you know what I mean? It's not good. So anyway, like I say, now you're getting the real me in some ways. You're getting a lot of home truths, if you like. And you know, the thing is, I'm putting this out in a public arena. I might end up losing a load of subscribers because of this now. Knowing my luck. Oh shoot. No, but do you know what? At the end of the day, this is me. Giving you my truth. And either you like it or you don't like it, or you disagree, or you whatever. I guess, you know, maybe I'll get a load of hate comments now. Well, yeah, you show me with a perfect human being, and then maybe I'll say, oh yeah, right, okay, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? Because none of us can, do you know what I mean, say that we get everything right in life and do everything perfect and we're absolutely spot on with everything and we haven't got any issues. I have my issues, you know what I mean, and you know, I'm not happy about that, but that's the way things are. And like I say, for the most part I work on them, and for the most part I deal with them. But like I say, there are times when I'm in my house, and then, like I say, this isn't like a common occurrence. It doesn't happen every day of the week or something, or every minute, you know what I mean. It's just every now and again it gets to the point where, you know, I just feel so frustrated. And also, like I say, and again, this is not about trying to make excuses, it's just giving it context. You know, the thing is that I am struggling a lot at the moment, financially, and so there's that worry on the top of that. And you know, life is not really easy at the minute. And like I say, financially, but that, obviously the way we are, you know, in our societies and in this world, money is the biggest flipping what's the name of all, isn't it? Because it's what we use to survive, essentially. Do you know what I mean? And when you think about it, how crazy is that, really? You know, that we use this paper or coin stuff to survive. You know what I mean? And without it, we wouldn't be able to survive, or at least a lot of us wouldn't. And maybe we could survive in other ways, but initially, you know, it's just amazing how much pressure and, you know, and all the rest of it that it can bring if we don't have it. Do you know what I mean? Or have very little of it. You know, and again, I don't believe that money can buy you happiness. Absolutely not. But you know, and to be perfectly honest, I wish we could do away with flipping money. You know, go to the like I say, the Venus Project. Go to the Venus Project ideas with I've forgotten his name now. Great, Jacques Fresco and his ideas of how to organise society. I think are very interesting. Anyway, again, I didn't really want to get into a big monologue about that. I've done one of those videos before. Anyway, so now, like, this video has probably gone on for I don't know how long, and I'm going to have to try and edit some of this. I'm not going to edit stuff out necessarily, but try to put it together in a more interesting way, if you like, rather than it just be a one big long monologue that I'm doing at the minute. I'll try and do it so that it's not too boring, I guess. Right, okay. But the interesting videos of me round about Tower of London would be more entertaining, I guess, and interesting, and especially, excuse me, and especially the funny video. I'm kind of, shall I say what it is, or let you watch it? Maybe I'll let you watch it, and then, right, okay. So I'm going to leave it there for now. Just trying to think. I'm sure there was something else, but it completely escapes me right for now. Right, I'm going to obviously play this back to myself and then try and do a bit of editing and see how it comes out. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and catch you guys soon. Bye for now.